Have you ever wondered why some people succeed again and again, while others stay stuck in the same place for years? Is it intelligence, talent, luck? Psychologists say the real answer is much deeper. Successful people often think differently from everyone else. They train their minds in ways most people never notice. And the strange part is, many of these psychological habits are invisible. In this video, you'll discover the hidden psychology behind successful people and how you can use the same mindset in your own life. Most people believe success begins with action, but psychology suggests success actually begins with identity. The famous psychologist William James once said, "Human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind." Successful people do not wait to feel confident before taking action. They act first, and confidence slowly follows. This is called self-perception theory in psychology. Your brain watches your actions and then decides who you are. If you repeatedly take disciplined actions, your brain starts believing, "I am a disciplined person." That identity slowly changes your entire future. One of the biggest psychological differences between successful and unsuccessful people is the ability to delay pleasure. In the famous marshmallow experiment, psychologist Walter Mischel tested children by giving them one marshmallow, but if they waited a few minutes without eating it, they would receive 2 marshmallows instead. Years later, researchers discovered something shocking. The children who learned patience often performed better in life. Better careers, better health, better self-control. Successful people understand a powerful truth. Temporary discomfort creates long-term rewards. While others choose entertainment, they choose growth. While others quit early, they continue one more day. And over time, those small decisions create massive success. Most people think successful people simply have stronger willpower, but psychology says something different. Successful people design environments that make good habits easier. For example, if someone wants to read more, they place books near their bed. If they want fewer distractions, they remove social media notifications. Instead of fighting temptation every day, they reduce temptation completely. The philosopher Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Your daily environment shapes your repeated actions, and your repeated actions shape your future. This means success is not only about motivation, it's about systems, small systems, repeated daily. Most people focus on immediate results. Successful people focus on long-term transformation. Psychologist Dweck introduced the idea of the growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe abilities can improve through effort and learning. Failure does not destroy them. Instead, failure becomes feedback. Every mistake becomes information. That is why successful people are not afraid to start small, because they understand something powerful. Tiny improvements repeated for years become extraordinary results. A single workout may not change your body. A single study session may not change your future. But repeated daily, they completely change your life. The hidden psychology of successful people is not magic. It is a collection of mental habits. They act before they feel ready. They delay short-term pleasure. They design better environments, and they think long-term. Success is rarely one giant moment. It is usually thousands of small psychological decisions made consistently over time. So the real question is not, can you become successful? The real question is, what habits are shaping your mind every single day? Because eventually, your mindset becomes you. Why is change so difficult? Because habits save energy. According to researcher James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Habits are like roads. The more you travel them, the easier they become. New habits feel uncomfortable because your brain hasn't built those roads yet. At first, everything feels difficult. Eventually, it becomes automatic. That's why consistency matters more than motivation. Many people say they're afraid of change, but often they're actually afraid of failing. Imagine trying something new. What if people laugh? What if you fail? What if you embarrass yourself? These questions stop millions of dreams. But philosopher Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Most fears never happen. They're stories our minds create. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every successful entrepreneur, every athlete, every scientist has failed many times. Here's the good news. Your brain isn't fixed. It can change throughout life. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity means your brain creates and strengthens new connections through learning and repeated practice. Every time you learn something new, practice a skill, or challenge yourself, your brain adapts. This means courage isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, one small step at a time. So, How can you actually become comfortable with change? First, start small. Don't try changing your whole life overnight. Small wins build confidence. Second, accept discomfort. Feeling uncomfortable doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It often means you're growing. Third, focus on progress, not perfection. Fourth, stop comparing yourself with others. Everyone has a different timeline. Finally, remember why you started. Purpose is stronger than fear. Whenever fear appears, ask yourself, what happens if I never change? Sometimes staying the same is the biggest risk of all. Fear of change is completely human. Your brain is trying to protect you. But protection isn't always progress. Every amazing invention, every successful person, every meaningful relationship started with someone choosing to step into the unknown. You don't need to be fearless. You only need to be brave enough to take the next step, because every small decision you make today creates the person you'll become tomorrow. If this video helped you understand your mind, leave a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's afraid to take the next step. Remember, change doesn't happen in one giant leap. It happens one small choice at a time. And your future begins with the choice you make today.